believing in yourself that, okay, my spirit guides, my angels, my spirit team, my spirit council is looking out for me. And as long as I'm doing what I need to do, I will be in the right place at the right time with the right people, and I will be guided no matter what. Having that belief in yourself is really all you got to do, because you know that you're straight. You know that I'm being taken care of. I'm being looked out for. I'm doing what I need to do. So I'm good on my part. Hi, Soul Family. Welcome to my channel. We talk about all things to heal, grow, and evolve. And today I'm going to talk about how to build a spiritual system and stick to it. If this is your first time watching, welcome. My name is Sage, and on this channel, we talk about all things such as spirituality, metaphysics, and African history. So if that's something that you're interested in, just keep on watching. And before I get to the video, I want to announce I am going to have a lecture. I'm going to have a class, and it's going to be the introduction to ascension through love. If you're always wondering, how do I ascend on my spiritual journey? How do I evolve my soul to become a better version of myself before I reincarnate onto this earth? What is ascension? How do I become a better version of myself? How do I evolve? How do I tap into my spiritual gifts? How do I activate my DNA? How do I step into my destiny, step into my power? How do I return back to source, return back to the universe, and leave this matrix, leave this domain, leave this false sense of our reality? I'm going to have a lecture about this. We're going to break down how do you ascend through love, tapping into that heart frequency, heart chakra, activating that heart chakra within us, and utilizing it for us to evolve, to ascend, to grow, and become a better version of ourselves. I'm so excited for this lecture, y'all. This is my first class I'm going to be teaching, and I want you to join me on this lecture so we can all grow, we can all heal, grow, and evolve. The best way to ascend, to grow, is through love. So if you're ready to learn how to do that, sign up, join me on this lecture. We're going to get down to business. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty, and we're going to activate ourselves and get about this matrix. If you're ready to sign up, the link will be in the bio. I don't have an official date yet, but it will be coming out very soon, so stay tuned. More information will be coming out very soon. Okay, so let's talk about building a spiritual system and how to stick to it. So what is a spiritual system? It's basically like building a routine, building a habit, and sticking to it. The same way we have a morning routine, we wake up, brush our teeth, make breakfast, get some coffee, go to work, come home, watch some TV, maybe journal, meditate, go to sleep. The same way we have that routine for our everyday lives. We need to implement and create space to have a spiritual routine. We already have the physical routine down. Everything we got down in a 3D is already here for us. We need to implement the same thing, but in a spiritual sense. We need a meditation routine, journaling routine. You need to create time and space for you to talk to yourself, talk to your inner child, talk to your spirit guides, talk to your ancestors. We need to utilize these spaces. We need to utilize and create time in our lives to do the same routine, the same habits we have in the physical, but create something in the spiritual. And this is going to look different for everyone because everyone has different gifts. Everyone has different life purposes, different destinies. Everyone is here on this earth for a different reason. So depending on what you are here specifically for is what your system, foundation, and routine will look like. But you have to find that system. It's going to come with trials and errors. It's going to come with different experiments. Maybe you work better in the morning. Maybe you work better at night. You got to figure this out. It all comes with trial and error. But as long as you're consistent and you're trying to figure it out, your spirit guides will work with you to figure out, hey, it's better if you get up and meditate before the sun comes up, or it'll be better for you to meditate when it's in the middle of the night. The more you actively try, the more you will find the answers for yourself. But in order to figure that out first, you need to really sit with yourself and ask yourself a few questions. And the first one is, what are you looking to get out of this? Why are you on your spiritual journey? What is your purpose of this? Is it to build a connection with yourself, your spirit guides, your ancestors? Is it to activate your gifts? Is it to find out more about yourself, your past lives, figure out why you're here on this journey? Why are you doing this? What are you looking to get out of this spiritual journey? Because this journey is for life. It's not a trend. It's not something to just boast and brag about saying that you're quote unquote spiritual. It is something you're doing for life. So this foundation that you're creating for yourself is something that you will build upon. It's like a brick by brick wall you're building, and you're building the first layer. That's the foundation. That's the system. And this foundation will keep being added and added. It'll be a bunch of layers, kind of like a snowball effect. So something 10, 20 years from now, you still have a similar foundation. You may have a few tweaks here and there, but the foundation will be very similar because you created a system for yourself. So what are you looking to get out of this spirituality? Connection to higher self, connection to the divine, figuring out why you're here, activating your powers, finding a community. You have to figure out, you have to ask yourself these questions, write them down, get you a journal, get you a pen and paper, write these questions down and really get down to it. Why am I doing this? What is spirituality to me? And you slowly develop and build a routine out of that. So I would say, just in my opinion, the starter pack for a spiritual foundation, spiritual system is meditation. Daily meditation. Now, I gotta be on your meditation daily. And how to meditate will be different for everyone. Like I said, everyone here is on a different path, a different journey, a different lifestyle. At the end of the day, it's all spirituality, but it will look different for everyone. Figure out what is the best way for you to meditate. Me personally, I like meditating first thing in the morning. Sometimes I meditate twice a day, but I try to meditate at least once every day. You can get into a meditative state through many different ways, but it's a system and it's trial and error. You have to figure out yourself and find out what works best for you. I'll say the first one is meditation. Second one is having an altar, an ancestor's altar. Before you dive into the orishas, the deities, all this other stuff, you need a foundation with your ancestors first. That is your first line of defense. You need to have an ancestor altar, or at least communicate with them. Journal. You can write a letter to them. Have some sort of communication system if you're not able to have an altar in your home. The third system foundation is having spiritual hygiene. So this includes taking spiritual baths. This includes smudging. Get you some Palo Santo, some sage, some sort of smudge, some incense to cleanse your energy, to cleanse the home, to cleanse anything out of your aura that you may have picked up. Spiritual hygiene is very, very important for us to have because we need to cleanse ourselves. Because if we don't have spiritual hygiene, we're walking around with all these type of attachments, all these type of energies that are probably not even ours, that we picked up from other people, we picked up from the environment, we picked up from just a lot of chaotic energy. 2025 started off very chaotic. A lot of accidents, a lot of crazy things have happened the first month of 2025, and a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of crazy emotions. A lot of crazy emotions have stirred up in the energy, stirred up in the on earth, in the air, in the ethers because of that. And if you don't have spiritual hygiene or you don't know how to protect yourself from that, you're easily going to be picking up these energies. So it's very important for us to be aware of our auras and be protective of our auras, protective of our minds, and have good spiritual hygiene. So spiritual bath, smudge, incense, and do this consistently. I do spiritual baths once a month. Preferably I do it on a full moon, but like I said, find your own system. What works best for you and stick to that. Doing all of these things will help you develop a stronger intuition. The more you do these activities, the more you do these routines, habits consistently, you're going to awaken your intuition. You're going to awaken your sixth sense. You're going to activate any downloads, any type of channels that your higher self, your spirit team has been trying to relay on to you. You cleanse your energy, you cleanse your aura, you're moving the clouds away from your judgment. And this helps you strengthen your intuition because your intuition is a muscle. We all have intuitive nudges, but maybe we're not aware of how to use it, or we're not sure if it's intuition, or sometimes we doubt ourselves if it's our intuition, or we're just second guessing ourselves. But the more you activate this muscle, the more you work it through meditation, through journaling, through cleansing, spiritual hygiene, all of these things, you're going to be more aware. You build a higher sense of self-awareness with yourself, and you know, like, okay, my intuition is telling me not to go this route. My intuition is telling me not to go with that person. My intuition is telling me to go this direction, not this direction. And the more you act upon that, the more you continue to follow these intuitive nudges, you will get better understanding and you have a better discernment of what is your intuition and what is your ego or what is your fears telling you. This can help you differentiate the two. And like I said earlier, this is all about consistency. Your spiritual routine, your spiritual system is not going to look like the next person. Mine will not look like yours. Yours will not look like mine. but it's all about what works for you and be consistent on that. And I highly recommend starting off very simple, because if you do 20 different spiritual steps, it's going to be too complicated. Don't do the most with it. Keep it very simple so you're able to do it and you don't feel intimidated by your own routine. Because if you feel too intimidated, you feel like it's too complex, sometimes we get too scared that we're not going to do it right and we overthink it. And at the end of the day, we just don't do it. So just keep it simple and then build on top of that. The more you start to develop your intuition, the more you start to do spiritual practices, spiritual work, you will get different channels, different downloads to add different steps onto your spiritual journey. And you keep adding that. You keep building it brick by brick. That's how you maintain this foundation. That's how you build up a strong wall. But it starts out small and it starts out very simple. And that may take years to develop. And I also want to really iterate and really hone down on this, like not to feel guilt or shame, or not to compare yourself to the next person because they have more advanced knowledge or an advanced spiritual practice or an advanced spiritual type of way of life. At the end of the day, it's all spirituality. No matter if you're just meditating, you have a candle and some water, it's still spirituality. If someone has all this complex, grandiose tools, grandiose candles, 20 candles in their homes, all these incense, these bells, all these activation tattoos on them, it's still spirituality. And theirs doesn't make it any better than yours. At the end of the day, it's all about intention. What is your intention out of this? And I struggle with this a lot about comparing myself to other spiritual people, because I see them like, yes, you have a lot of knowledge and I want to be like you, but I'm not you. I am my own person. And comparison is a thief of joy. Don't let anybody make you feel like your spiritual journey is not good enough, or you're not doing a lot or enough on your spiritual journey. Your journey is your own, and you figure out what is the best way for you to go about that. And you got to be careful about people online, people on the internet who claim to be spiritual gurus and boast and brag about all these spiritual tools, all these nice theatrics they have in their rooms, because a lot of that is just for show. A lot of that maybe just looks pretty. It looks cool. It looks nice. Oh, they have these amulets. They have these medallions. They have these jewels, these crystals. They have these anklets, these evil eyes, this, that, charms, this, that, and the third. They may look cool, but like, what is their intention behind that? Because a lot of that could be a facade. A lot of that can be fake, and they don't really do anything with it. You don't really know what's going on behind cameras. Don't let anybody make you feel ashamed of your own spiritual journey. That's something I really want to iterate. Because the more you have a strong foundation, the more you have a strong spiritual foundation within you, it won't be as easy to be swayed by other people, be swayed online, because you have a set stone. And because you have that set in stone, it won't be so easy to manipulate you or gaslight you or make you sway or do something else other people want you to do on your own spiritual journey. That's why I want to hone down on being consistent on your own spiritual journey and listen to your own intuition. Listen to what spirit guide is telling you to do, because what spirit is telling you to do may not be the same thing other people want you to do. That's why you need to develop your intuition by doing meditation, by journaling, by speaking to your spirit guide, spirit team, so you can understand what is the next thing I need to do on my own spiritual journey, because it's going to look different for everyone. And this is why connecting to your ancestors, meditation, building up that intuition is the starter pack, if you want to say it, because that will really help you and guide you to where you need to go next. And that's how you build up that foundation. That's how you build up that system. And as long as you're consistent on it, you will never be stuck, or you never be led astray. You will never be abandoned, because you have that set intention in stone. And it really comes down to believing in yourself that you're doing the right thing. Believing in yourself that you're being guided the way you need to go. Believing in yourself that, okay, my spirit guides, my angels, my spirit team, my spirit council is looking out for me. And as long as I'm doing what I need to do, I will be in the right place at the right time with the right people, and I will be guided no matter what. Having that belief in yourself is really all you got to do, because you know that you're straight. You know that I'm being taken care of. I'm being looked out for. I'm doing what I need to do, so I'm good on my part. As long as you have that mentality, you will be led to where you need to go. This is a lifestyle. This spirituality journey is for life. So what you need to learn may take a lifetime, because it is a whole life journey. So it may be step by step. It may be not as fast to learn the information you want to learn, but remember, this is for life. 10, 20 years from now, you're still going to be on your spiritual journey, and you learn more things 20 years from now because it is a slow process. It is step-by-step process. We're always learning something new every single day. And as long as you're consistent, have good intentions, you'll be led to the right places, to the right knowledge, the right information for you to understand what you need to do and where you need to go. All right, y'all. That's all I have for today. I hope this video finds you well. If there's anything specifically you want me to mention or you want me to talk about my channel, let me know down in the comments. And if you haven't signed up for my lecture, Intro Ascension Through Love, sign up. The link will be in the comments. The link will be in the description. And join me on this lecture to ascend through love, to grow, to evolve through the heart chakra activation. I will see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.